Okay, since I see that everyone is already here, let's start this technical meeting. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good day for the attending universities, my beloved committees, and my respected teachers. Honorable Satsainur MPD, Principal of Syafana Islamic School, Upper Secondary. Honorable Satnanang LC, our Vice Principal. Honorable universities and representatives. Firstly, I would like to thank the universities from United States, Germany, Italy, Malaysia, and Japan for attending this event despite these crazy time zones. Dan tentunya terima kasih banyak untuk universitas-universitas dalam negeri ini yang sudah meluangkan waktu untuk membantu acara ini berjalan dengan sukses. I am so happy to finally meet all of you, and it's really exciting, so let's just start. So, we will start by introducing ourselves, the background of Syafana International Edufair 2020. So, what is Syafana International Edufair 2020? We are a committee who have a vision to make high school and higher education more accessible for everyone, for every student in Indonesia. Because the problem is, despite this very virtual world that we are experiencing during this pandemic, Indonesia is the world's fourth most populous country, gifted with a demographic dividend. 42% of our population is below the age of 21 years old. So it is a problem because Indonesia has recognized this urgent need to accelerate the development of its human resources capacity and capability. Investing in higher education is our priority as we aim to build a robust economy to improve the standard of living for all. So that is our visions, and this is why we're here. We all know that most students struggle to think about their future and have difficulty making career decisions. And the main reason for this is that they do not understand, they do not have the right understandings, right guidance about higher educations, the right informations or networks. There's a great need for credible guidance, informations, and networking. So Syafana International Edufair is a response to this critical need of not just our students, but students throughout the Indonesia and beyond. Though the Syafana International Edufair, through the International Edufair 2020, we hope by connecting our students' talents to institutions of higher educations, we can help make our students' dreams and aspirations a reality. Because our visions, again, is to make universities and colleges accessible to all students in Indonesia. A global COVID-19 pandemic will not stop us. So, I personally, and we all, extend our warmest gratitude to all participating universities who have made it possible to bring us closer to make our visions a reality. And of course, I would like to thank all our committee members who have been working day and night to help everyone reach to this point. I believe for the next 2 days, we can form great relationships to support this event. So, we hope to ensure that all your time is well worth spent, because our agenda today will be first presentations by our school principal, 10.5, and then up to 10:40, and then we have background, objectives, event structures, and so on that will be consisted on the presentations. After the presentations and speech, we will carry to a Q&A sessions from 10:40 up to 11:15. And finally, the closing sections where we will distribute the full schedule of the event. Thank you for your valid support. If there are any questions and concerns, you may inform us through the Zoom chat facility. Now, without further ado, let's proceed to the first agenda point, speech and presentations. So, Ustadz Sainur, our principal, you may have your speech right now.
Thank you, Salsa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good Good evening for all the participants. Okay, actually, almost things that I would like to say has been said well by Salsa. Yeah, thank you, Salsa. So I just want to make things short. Yeah, Syafana. Yeah, Syafana Islamic School is a national school which implement international curriculum blended with Islamic values. We believe that knowledge and value that they have learned in school will become strong foundation for them or students when they face the real world after senior high school. Yeah, so it's just like we equip them with gun, with weapons in order to face the future for our students. Yeah, they have something that they hold on to. And one more important thing is our school visions. Our school vision is to be the Islamic school reference in Indonesia as a foundation in developing of civilized generation. Yeah, so we are here, yeah, Islamic international curriculum, languages, yeah, we all the students learn Arabic and English, and the lesson also delivered in English, and they also immersed in international curriculum, and then they have to take some tests in international, taking international tests, and then that's gonna be good for them. Now, based on this, more and more parents feel secure when their children have to study in another town, yeah, even national university, of course, in another town, or overseas, because their children have strong foundations. But there is the drawback. One important thing that parents need, but very difficult to obtain, information. Yeah. They need informations about national and international university, and that is why now Syafana initiated this Edufair, which we call Syafana International Edufair. I do not have to tell you why we call this international. If you can see from the attendance list here, you can see, and that not only from Indonesia but also from overseas, yeah, the representative. And that's what they need. The parents, yeah, the parent of Syafana students and the parent from other schools, yeah, need this information badly. They cannot get it, let alone in these pandemic situations. They have to travel, they have to browse, but sometimes when they browse, that's not very clear when they get the information. Yeah, and this is why we initiate this, and we do not want to share this information, this important information, only to our students. We want to share, yeah, this to other students from other school. And of course, as I said earlier, what they want is reliable information from reliable resources. And we believe that all you are here in order to give reliable information, because you come from reliable institution, and you also reliable resources. Let's work hand in hand, side by side, in order to make this event meaningful for your institutions, parents and students, and the committee. I do hope that this collaboration will not end when this expo ends. I'm sure that we can still continue this in the future to come. Without further ado, and then because you also need information, and then that information is more important, I would like to say that thank you for all. Thank you for the participant. Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Ustad Tainer, for your wonderful speech. Now let's just get into the main event presentation sessions. All right, so next slide, please. Next, yes. So let's talk about background again. Next slide. Yes. So what is Syafana International Edufair 2020? As I explained before, Syafana International Edufair aims to make college more accessible for everyone. And with this challenge, we want to provide relevant information and before the yes, background. Yes, thank you so much. So by providing relevant information and advice about university applications to a wide range of public school students. Because the ones attending will be students from around our school and from around Indonesia. And our dream has always been to make university attainable for everyone. Next. Very well. So now we will be talking about the objectives. We do have some objectives for all the universities attending, as I will be explaining right after. Yes, so first we have three main objectives for all of you. First would be students and parents must receive useful information about your school, your college, your institutions, your universities regarding their applications based on their choice of major with their support of the competencies and documents. So we hope to see that at the event. Secondly is the communications between universities and participants as well as the committee should be a direct one. So if there's any problem you want to say, please inform us before. Right, so the third one is the higher education institutions can meet directly with prospective students so that they can provide information like curriculum, dynamics of your learning services, and then as well as to carry out more effective and targeted promotes. Right, next. Now we're on to event structure. So the first of the event structure is the presentation sessions. I think almost all of us is familiar with this one. So we have three. First is universities and higher education institutes must provide in presentations on the features of the university. You will have about total 45 minutes of your presentations, 30 minutes of your presentations, and 10 minutes for your Q&A sessions. Universities or higher education institutes are allowed to register for more than one session. And then the third is there are no requirements from us regarding the topic that you will be presenting during the event. Right, so we're on to the booth exhibitions. So the booth exhibitions is scholastic exhibitions in Zoom rooms that can be provided expound relevant informations. Syafana Islamic School will provide one breakout room for each university representative with charge if university or higher education wishes to have more than one booth. Okay. So, and then the next is each university will have their own virtual room for consultations with each participant and are secured by our committee to ensure participants interact following our regulations. Though we also have competitions and affairs that will be conducted through Zoom platform, especially at the end of the event, second day, during the closing ceremony. Maybe to inform you a little bit, the competitions are essay competitions, as well as photography and design mask. Rules and regulations. Rules and regulations, we do have quite a lot actually to ensure our safety and guidelines. I will be explaining the general rules of this event. First is please wear proper attire. We do not request any theme or type of clothing for your presentations or booth, but also please use proper language. Display your name with your institute's name, like for example, Safira underscore Syafana or Yeah, salsa_Syafana. And fourth is please be on time because we are not responsible for any late present. 5 is audio and visuals are allowed, but it must be appropriate. 6 is be courteous to other exhibitors and fair attendees. We hope to see a very proper manner to everyone.
Dan saya akan menjelaskan mengenai kebijakan dan aturan yang berlaku selama berlangsungnya acara Syafana International Edufair 2020. Untuk aturan secara umum, yang pertama adalah untuk mengenakan pakaian yang sopan dan sesuai. Kedua, dimohon menggunakan bahasa dan sikap yang sopan selama berkomunikasi. Dan ketiga, dimohon untuk menggunakan display name Zoom Anda dengan menyertakan nama serta nama instansi Anda. Dan yang keempat, kami harapkan untuk selalu disiplin waktu selama acara berlangsung.
Right. Now we're on to presentation sessions. There are a few rules that you must follow. First would be presentation should attend maximum 10 minutes before the session starts. We hope to see you before the session has started. And second is each session will be given 45 minutes, as I said before. 3 is the moderator will immediately take over if the presentation exceeds the time limit. So make sure to always stay on time. We do have some requirements. No, actually, we only have one requirement. So we do have a requirement. It is presenters' contact info. So for those universities who have yet to submit your contact info, please submit it to our contact person. Okay.
Untuk aturan dan regulasi yang kami tetapkan untuk sesi presentasi adalah sebagai berikut. Pertama, para presentator selaku delegasi dari tiap universitas maupun lembaga pendidikan diharapkan untuk datang lebih awal pada ruang Zoom maksimal 10 menit sebelum memulai giliran sesi presentasi masing-masing. Kedua, para presentator akan diberikan waktu 45 menit untuk menyampaikan presentasinya, termasuk 10 menit di akhir untuk sesi tanya-jawab. Dan yang ketiga, apabila presentasi melebihi waktu yang telah ditentukan, maka moderator akan langsung mengambil alih. Yang terakhir, kami minta untuk segera menginformasikan kami mengenai nama dan kontak presentator atau perwakilan dari universitas maupun lembaga pendidikan Anda.
Right, now we're on to booth. We have 4 rules and regulations. First is the booth will be open from 10 up to 15:30 on the first day of the event, Indonesian time, of course. And second is the booth will be open from 8 to 15:30 on the second day. Third is the booth closing time will be decided by each university's delegate. So it is up to you for the time regarding the booth. And then fourth is booths are placed inside the breakout rooms. Receptionist from the committee only stays in the main room of the Zoom.
Dan untuk aturan dan regulasi yang kami tetapkan untuk booth adalah sebagai berikut. Pertama, saya akan sampaikan mengenai jadwal dibukanya booth. Pada hari pertama, booth akan dibuka dari jam 10, yaitu setelah berlangsungnya acara pembukaan hingga jam 15.30. Sedangkan untuk hari kedua, booth akan dibuka dari jam 8 hingga jam 15.30. Akan tetapi, mengenai waktu dalam penutupan booth, kami serahkan masing-masing kepada tiap universitas maupun lembaga pendidikan yang bersangkutan. Pembagian booth akan terletak di dalam breakout room, di mana resepsionis dari pihak panitia hanya berada di ruang utama Zoom.
Now, we're getting more deeper into the booth. First is institutions. You may have up to 2 representatives occupying each allotted space. A representative of each institution will arrive prior to the start of the fair and remain until registered time. Third is representatives of booth must be responsible of interactions with participants, Security will monitor your booth for guideline safety. So it means that we are not responsible for what is happening in the booth, but we will actually try to monitor with a few security that we have prepared for you. Fourth would be promotional giveaways are strictly prohibited, including like e-gift card, etc. and etc. So it is only literature pertaining to the college or university is permitted.
Tiap universitas maupun lembaga pendidikan dapat mengirimkan hingga 2 perwakilan yang menempati setiap ruang yang kami alokasikan. Dan kembali saya sampaikan kepada para perwakilan untuk hadir sebelum dimulainya pameran booth dan tetap sampai waktu yang mereka daftarkan. Pihak universitas dan lembaga pendidikanlah yang akan bertanggung jawab masing-masing mengenai interaksi dengan para pengunjung, dan pihak panitia hanya akan memonitor untuk keamanan regulasi. Keempat, hadiah promosi termasuk kartu hadiah elektronik dan lainnya sangat dilarang. Hanya literatur yang berkaitan yang akan kami izinkan.
Now, there are two more regulations and rules for the booth. First would be the representatives are expected to follow the cancellation policy and report to the contact person as soon as the absence are able to be confirmed. Second, if representatives need immediate assistance during the event, you may contact the host or the receptionist on duty through a chat Zoom call or contact person provided before.
Perwakilan diwajibkan untuk mengikuti kebijakan pembatalan apabila ingin melakukan pembatalan. Diharapkan untuk menghubungi kami apabila sudah pasti ketidakhadirannya. Dan yang terakhir, apabila perwakilan dari tiap universitas maupun lembaga pendidikan membutuhkan bantuan selama berlangsungnya acara, Anda dapat segera menghubungi moderator atau MC yang bertugas melalui kolom chat Zoom.
Now, you may see on the screen, it is the booth groups that we have put for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 booths. First is, it is divided by the planet's name. First is Mercury booth. You can see on the screen. It is Universitas Multimedia Nusantara. I have Jakarta, University Tunku Abdul Rahman dan IUI. And then second is Venus booth. You may see on the screen. If you see your name or of universities or institutions. Venus booth is first Concord University, second Raffles College, third is Ulster University, fourth is Jacobs University, and fifth is American University of Rome. So in Venus booth, it's pretty diverse. There's universities from, let's see, Germany, Italy, and United States. And for the Mars booth, we also have many universities from the United States, North Alabama University, University of Nevada, Nebraska University, and Font University. And moving on, we do have Uranus booth. It is for first, Prasetya Mulia, Venus University, Swiss German University, and Sampurna University. Saturnus booth is booth for the institutions and university from Indonesia, Pradita University, Jellyfish Language Academy, dan EduWorld. For Jupiter booth, we have Kyoto University of Advanced Science, Heriot-Watt University, and London School of Public Relations. We will be giving the full schedule and group of booths after this meeting. Okay, now moving on into the extra event services. What is that? So next, extra event services is a service that we would like to give for you after the event. There are two. First would be the Google form that will be distributed at the booth presentations. It is containing contact information as well as questions that can be filled by the participants if they wish to know more about your university. And we will give the Google form right after the event. And second is collected information about our students who are interested to learn exclusively to your universities. And we'll be giving these informations right after the event, like maybe the next day after 15th December. Very well, now we can move to the next.
Dan kami juga menyediakan servis tambahan yang akan kami berikan setelah acara berlangsung. Berupa yang pertama, Google Form yang akan kami distribusikan ketika berlangsungnya booth dan presentasi untuk para audiens mengenai universitas atau lembaga pendidikan Anda. Dan kami juga akan mengumpulkan informasi mengenai ketertarikan para siswa melalui survei yang kami lakukan kepada tiap universitas maupun lembaga pendidikan yang sudah turut berpartisipasi.
Now, this is the section where all of you guys must be waiting for. It is rundown and schedule. Let's see what we have here. Right, so let's start from day 1, 14th December 2020. From the beginning of the event, we will have opening ceremony, 8 until 10 a.m. Indonesian time, of course. And then next, the presentation sessions and the booth will be opened right after the opening ceremony. But we do wish to see you on the opening ceremony. Then we can resume to the presentation sessions and booth. So as you can see, this is the presentation session. We'll be having a moment here so you can read fully.
Dan berikutnya adalah jadwal dan susunan acara. Pada hari pertama, yakni tanggal 14 Desember, kami akan memulai acara dengan acara pembukaan dari jam 8 hingga jam 10. Dan pada saat yang bersamaan, kami akan memulai sesi presentasi dan pembukaan booth dari jam 10 hingga jam 15.30 dengan jadwal yang sudah tertera pada layar Anda.
Now we're on to day 2, 15 December 2020. It will be fully for presentation sessions and booth, except there will be a closing ceremony that I hope also we can see you guys there. It is, as you guys can see, the presentation sessions as well as the closing ceremony.
Dan pada hari kedua, yakni tanggal 15 Desember, kami akan langsung memulai acara pada sesi presentasi dan pameran booth secara bersamaan, mulai dari jam 8 hingga jam 15.30, dengan jadwal yang sudah tertera pada layar Anda. Dan pada hari kedua pula, kami akan mengadakan acara penutupan dari jam 15.30 hingga jam 4 sore.
Now we're on to the last sections of the presentation sessions, that is question and answer. So if there's any questions or concerns that you would like for us to know, please tell us right now.
Kami akan memasuki sesi tanya-jawab untuk technical meeting pada hari ini. Apabila Anda memiliki pertanyaan yang ingin Anda sampaikan untuk kami, bisa langsung disampaikan melalui kolom chat Zoom Anda. Terima kasih.
Yes, so if there's any questions from any university or institution, we'll be eager to answer right now.
Okay, I think I'm going to start.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, first of all, for this time and explaining very much in detail about the upcoming fair. It's very informative. Thank you. My question is, I think you said that you're going to share all of this information that you just shared with us through an email. Is it correct?
Sorry, can you repeat? Yeah.
You're going to share all the information that you have just shared with us through an email. Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And along with that, you will send us the schedule and also the Zoom link.
Yes, that is correct. We will send you all about it through email.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, I just wanted to double check.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. All right. Is there any other questions?
Salsa, you can read in the chat room. There is a question from Willie.
Oh, okay. All right. So for the presentation sessions, it will be held at the breakout room. We'll have 2 breakout rooms for the presentation sessions, as listed before. For the list, we will send you through email. All right. So, okay, I'll be answering Concord University. Do the booths also have a chat area? Yes, the booths do have a chat area that you can use with your participants. Next.
Salsa, I think there is also important question coming from Akali Fulmer University related to the Zoom link. Do you have to give the Zoom link or just the website? Yeah, I think you should answer that one too. Yeah.
Right, that's a good question. Thank you so much for the questions. We will give you the link of the Zoom at the day of the event, so you can go to the booth or the presentation through our Zoom link. Yes. Do the booths also do the presentation? Oh, okay. So as for the presentations for the PTS universities, you can actually use English or Indonesia. We do not require any language that you can use. Thank you, Venus, for your questions. Now we're on to EduWorld. Yes, you can. Yes, sorry.
I have another question.
Yes.
Okay. Can I go ahead with my question?
For sure.
Okay, so based on the schedule that I just saw on the screen share that you showed us, UNA University of North Alabama presentation is on December 15th. So do we have to also attend the fair on December 14th?
For the booth, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, so we do have, you can actually go to the booth at 14th. If it is required from you, you can actually inform the contact person for that matter. Okay. Is there anything else I can answer?
I think you have answered my question, but if I have any question, then I will let you know. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we're on to, oh, okay, so you can actually share Google Forms or any type of documents to our participants, but it is not allowed to share like giveaways, something like that. You can actually share your Google Form, but just let us know if you want to share your Google Form. You can let us know if you want to share more than flyers or brochures through our contact person.
Okay.
Okay.
Halo, assalamualaikum.
Yes.
Aku Indah dari EduWorld.
Ya.
Mau tanya ini untuk Salsabila or Safira. Jujur saya kurang paham dengan jadwal yang tadi di-share. Karena ini juga ada pertanyaan juga mungkin dari teman dari UMN ya. Jadi kami bingung nih mana, untuk saya pribadi saya bingung mana jadwal presentasi. Saya nangkepnya yang tadi di-share adalah jadwal presentasi. Lalu jadwal untuk yang kita ada booth, virtual booth-nya itu gimana gitu. Karena belum di-share sepertinya untuk yang virtual booth-nya. Karena
untuk
aku ikut package yang ada virtual booth.
Oh, jadi yang ditanya adalah untuk presentation session sama nama list booth-nya ya, benar?
Ya, kan karena kan memang ada package kan yang ada presentasi, tapi plus juga dengan ada booth kan ya untuk 2 hari. Nah, itu regulasi untuk booth-nya mungkin aku sih masih belum paham gitu maksudnya. Oke, thank you.
Iya, sama-sama. Oke. Jadi mungkin aku bakal bantu jawab untuk pertanyaan itu. Jadi untuk presentasi list itu benar yang tadi dilihat. Juga tadi kita juga sudah ada list untuk booth-nya. Dan untuk regulasi booth itu jadi untuk, aku jelasin aja mungkin. Jadi yang di main room-nya itu ada MC sama resepsionis sama kayak session juga. Dan setelah itu untuk booth bakal dikendak di breakout room-nya gitu. Jadi untuk booth setiap university atau institution dapat satu booth untuk setiap booth-nya gitu. Dan ada chat room juga, fasilitas chat room yang bisa dipakai untuk interaksi dengan participants. Right, let's go on. Itu jawab. Ada yang bisa aku jawab lagi mungkin? Enggak? Okay, let's move on to the next. Yeah.
Sorry, Kak Salsabila.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Dini from Kyoto University of Advanced Science. Sorry for disturb your time. Please, actually, I just please you correct our university with full name of university, because Kyoto University and Kyoto University of Advanced Science is a really different university, if you don't mind, in the rundown schedule.
Very well. Okay, thank you so much for reminding us. We will correct that mistake right after and
Thank you
give
very
you
much.
the right schedule. All right. Do we have another question? Let's see. Is there any maximum participant in the break room? Yeah, we do have a maximum participants for each Zoom room. For each Zoom room, there will be 13. It will be maximum for 13 participants. We cannot accept more than that. Okay, let's see another questions. Tadi saya sempat lihat tidak ada nama. Oke, thank you Women. Makasih banyak untuk koreksinya. Kami bakal benarkan untuk nama booth-nya dan cek lagi apabila benar ada kesalahan dalam nama booth. Kami akan pastikan untuk include nama kalian di booth list-nya. Oke, untuk for the next questions, I will give Safira a chance to answer from chat room. Safira, you may take over.
Oke. Baik, untuk koreksi yang tadi belum masuk nama-namanya sudah saya catat, dan sesegera mungkin jadwal beserta pembagian booth-nya yang setelah dikoreksi akan segera kami kirimkan. Terima kasih banyak dan mohon maaf sebelumnya. Baik. Okay, thank you for your correction. Baik. The new rundown and schedule with the corrections will be sent directly after all this. Is there any questions?
Thank you, Jacobs University, for your questions. Let's read. Right, that's a good question. So we actually do not have any requirements regarding the topics of the presentations. So you may prepare your presentations to your liking. Okay, is there anything else? Right, I think let's scroll up. All right, so I think we have covered all of. Yes, I think we do cover all. Is there any other questions you guys would like to ask before the event? Oh, okay. Thank you, University of Nebraska, for your corrections. We will change your name into University of Nebraska, Kearney. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to ask for us? Okay, right, thank you. Oh, sorry, the maximum participants for each room would be 300. So, wait, sorry. Yes, so for each Zoom room, we'll have a maximum participants. It is up to 300. So we cannot accept more than that. For each breakout rooms do not have any requirements or maximum number. So yes, does that answer your question?
Sure, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Is there anything else? How many total participants do you expect? Okay, that's a good question. Thank you, Miss Jane from Concord University. Yeah, so we do expect quite a lot of participants because we've been promoting here and there for the past weeks. I would say up to maybe 500 until 700 because our website has been visited by more than 1,000 participants. Is there anything else you would like to ask? Yes, you're very welcome. Okay, so I think if there isn't any questions, I think we can close the technical meeting. There's not anything else you guys would like to ask or tell us. Or if there's any other questions or things that you guys would like to ask us, please don't hesitate to ask through our contact person. And I would like to say thank you so much for taking your time to go here. I know Indonesia has a very crazy time zone and you guys are come from different countries, and I personally am very thankful that we can all gather here today, and I hope we can form a really great relationship up to the event. Yes, so good luck for everyone. Good luck for the universities that will be presenting or that will be attending the booth. I wish you guys a very nice experience in Syafana International Edufair 2020. There's not anything else. I will close the meeting. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, good day, and have a safe and nice weekend for everyone.